and do a quick crafty session with you this afternoon. I was actually going to do a live video tomorrow, but seeing as we have had some flooding happening in our local area, tomorrow is probably going to be the first day that I'll be able to get back into town, and I've got appointments and things that I need to get to. So I decided that I would jump on this afternoon and do a quick live video session. So I have been missing in action for a while, but I'm here now. So please let me know when you get the notification, jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. So I'm actually coming to you live from North Casino. I'm now living with my parents out at North Casino in between my next move to where I'm going to get to. So this is the scene that you're going to be seeing. So I'm actually working and living in my bedroom at the moment. But where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to make it work. So hopefully you will enjoy this crafty session. So I'm going to use the Daffodil Daydream stamp set this afternoon. So I've actually been playing around with the Daffodil Daydream stamp set. Hello, Arlene. Hello. So I've been playing around with the Daffodil Daydream stamp set because it's actually my monthly stamps club for the month of March. So I've actually been recording the video and getting the video uploaded into my monthly stamps club Facebook group. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to do a quick video this afternoon using this gorgeous Daffodil Daydream stamp set. So hopefully you can jump on, you can join me live. And if this is the first time that you've joined me live, please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like and follow my business page so that you don't miss any time that I go live with my crafting. So I'm trying to get back to some sort of normal now that I've shifted out of my home. I'm trying to get some sort of routine back in place. So bear with me while I get myself organized and get into a bit of a routine to be able to bring you some live crafting. So I'm just going to change the camera down now and show you this gorgeous stamp set that I'm going to be using and have a little bit of a play around with this awesome stamp set. So as you can see, it's the Daffodil Daydream stamp set. It comes with a beautiful pack of dies, which, hang on, and I just grab those because they're everywhere over here. So because I have been busy. So as you can see, so we've got some gorgeous dies. We've got beautiful dies for the leafy, the green foliage parts. You can make buds go one way or the other way. We've got a gorgeous die that's going to cut out that large daffodil. We've got another gorgeous die that's going to cut out that small daffodil. We've also got beautiful butterfly die that will cut out this gorgeous butterfly here as well. So we've got this gorgeous decorative border. So we've got some really, really lovely, awesome things in this Daffodil Daydream. So as I said, it is my Stamps Club kit for the month, and I think I have possibly 3 kits left. If you wanted to sign up for my Stamps Club, I think I have 3 kits left, but please make sure you reach out to me, send me a message or call me on my mobile phone number, and you will see that in the description in the show more box down below, or email me. But I definitely have I definitely have 2 kits left. I may even have a 3rd. So if you think that you've missed out on the Daffodil Daydream Stamps Club, then you're not too late, because you could actually still get in. But please make sure you message me first in case someone else has already beat you to it. So the gorgeous color scheme that I used in my Stamps Club this month was Mango Melody, Magenta Madness, and Daffodil Delight. Now, Magenta Madness is sadly going to be leaving us because that's one of our in colors that's leaving us. So please, if you absolutely love this color, please make sure you stock up now while supplies last. So I think I'm going to, well, I'm just going to start off with doing a little bit of stamping first, and then I'll work out what I'm going to do as far as the base is concerned and so on. So I'm going to take this, I just want to cut this bit down. So I've got a bit of basic white. I'm just going to cut that down a little bit because I want to put a backing layer in behind, and I know that this is the size for my insert. So I just want to cut 1/8 of an inch off both ways. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a nice little border of beautiful daffodils along the bottom of this. So I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper, and you're going to go, why is she using a bit of that cardstock? But it is what it is. At the moment, I don't even have a spare bit of paper beside me to be able to change that. So I'm just going to take that gorgeous daffodil stamp. So I'm taking the large daffodil at the moment, and I'm going to grab, if I can find Pear Pizzazz. Now, please bear with me while there it is. I haven't got my craft room all organized here yet, but it's in some form of organization. Not totally organized, but in some form of organization. All right, so I'm just going to ink up that gorgeous large daffodil. And I think I'm going to stamp that over that way. So we've got the large daffodil there. Then I think I'm going to take this smaller one. It goes the opposite way. And take this smaller one. And we're going to stamp that. Oh, I have pieces of hair here at the moment. I have to tell you a funny story. So, of course, moving in with my mum and dad, you all know that my cat Theodore came with us. So, of course, he is out in the garage at the moment, and he's finding lots and lots of different places that he can investigate and have a fun time looking and searching around. And so there's certain areas that my mum and dad said, well, he can stay out in the shed, but he can't come upstairs into the house part where, of course, I'm living. And of course, you know what animals are like. If they hear that you're there, then they're trying to get there. So they have a mezzanine level. And so my father, he has a staircase that comes up to the mezzanine level, and my father actually had a piece of timber across the staircase to stop him from getting into that top section. Well, Theodore has now discovered that he's able to jump over that timber section that he has, and he's now got into the top level. So the other day he got into the lining of the wall of their shed, and today he's now got into that top section. So needless to say, my father has now decided that he has to try and block that off. So we've now put up a taller piece of perspex to see if that will keep him out from getting up into that top section. So we will see how good he is at jumping. You know what cats are like. They seem to discover all different ways of getting into places. So now I'm taking light granny apple green blends, and I'm just going to colour in the stems and the leaves of these with light granny apple green. Now the dies for this set are absolutely stunning, and I can tell you they are a great accompaniment to this stamp set. They are absolutely stunning, but I wanted to do a quick live this afternoon, so I thought I would just show you a little bit of colouring with blends and how nice you can get this to look. Now we did actually have some celebration paper that went with this, and that's sort of where I got the idea of doing this type of card front. But I'm actually, instead of using designer series paper, because I tend to do a lot of stamping and use very little designer series paper because I like to do my own stamping and my own creating. So as you can see here, it's starting to come together quite nicely. So this is just light granny apple green, and I'm using the brush tip end because I've got a fair bit of colouring here to do. And one thing with your blends is to be really, really light-handed when it comes to the blends. Hello, Lisa, and hello, Melly. Hello from Italy. Hello. Hey, Carol, how are you going? Thanks for joining. And Matthew, hello. And Joanna, hello. How is that gorgeous little grandson of yours doing? Joanna's just had a brand new little grandson last Friday. I was actually in the area where Joanna lived, and we were going to catch up, but then, yeah, she had been isolating to make sure that she could go and see her little grandson. And I can understand, with COVID being rampant everywhere, it's best just to stay away from everybody and stay out of harm's way. So sadly, we didn't get to catch up. But next time I'm in town, I'm sure we will. Okay, so I've got all the green foliage pieces done with the light granny apple green. Now I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to go so saffron, because I'm sort of not a real Daffodil Delight. I feel like it's a little bit too dark. So I'm going to go light so saffron on the flowers. Oh, and I just looked, I've missed a bit of greenery there. Bit of a stem there that I missed. So please, when you jump on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I love finding out how far I reach. I know this is a really weird time for me. I'm not normally on at this time, but I had a bit of a chance and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go with the flow and jump on and have a chance. As hey, Leanne and Gina and Elizabeth. He's absolutely gorgeous, Joanna. I am sure he is. A beautiful, brand new little grandson. So this is, as I said, light so saffron. So if you are feeling like the Daffodil Delight is a little bit too yellow for you, then the so saffron is a really good combination, a really good alternative to Daffodil Delight. But you can see just with a little bit of colouring how gorgeous this is coming up. I'm going to add a little bit of Magenta Madness to these daffodils as well, just for a little bit of a quirky highlight colour. I always thought daffodils were just all yellow, but apparently you can get all different coloured ones. And the gorgeous dies that go with this, they have beautiful, I'll show you very, very quickly one of my Stamps Club cards, just one sneak peek of my Stamps Club cards, because they are gorgeous. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to grab, I think, my light Magenta Madness. Is this it? That's light polished pink. We want Magenta Madness. Light Magenta Madness. And I'm just going to add a little highlight of colour in these flowers. Then I'm going to go back over with my light so saffron. And we'll go back over with the light so saffron. And that's just going to give us some really nice coloured daffodils. Now, when it comes to using your blends, don't be too scared. Don't be too scared to mix up the colours and really get adventurous with them. You have white daffodils with pink centres in your garden, so they're not all yellow. See, Gina said that she's got white daffodils in her garden. Hi, Diane, and you're from Maryland. Hello, and hello, Cheryl. How you going? And Gina and Jenny. I'm so glad that I have been missed. I know it's been a very hectic time trying to move out of my home and get myself sorted, but I'm staying put for a little while now until my next adventure. And I'm sure I will let you all know where my next adventure is soon enough. People keep asking me, where are you going? All right. So you can see there, that just adds a little bit more colour and a little bit more oomph to these flowers. It's absolutely stunning how you can get a really cute look just by adding a little highlight of a color. And sadly to say, if you've been watching the news, my hometown of Lismore was hit once again by floodwaters. At the moment, as we speak, there's floodwaters in town. So sadly to say, all of the people that were cleaning up from the last flood in February, it has now re-flooded the town again. I think sometimes you wonder how much people can actually stand. It's a little bit hard to take, I can tell you. But it wasn't as bad, thank the Lord. It wasn't as bad. It did get into town again, and it did go back into shops and things again. So shops that people had been cleaning up. Hello from the peninsula in Melbourne. Hello, welcome. That is Jody. Hello. So you can see this just adds a really, really cute touch. You love the use, Gina, of pink and the yellow? I know, it just adds that just little extra oomph, doesn't it? And it doesn't have to be too much. It's just a couple of lines, but you can see it just really, really gives those flowers a nice bit of colour. So I'm just going to quickly go through the others. And then back over with the light so saffron, and I'm using the bullet tip end for the blending. And with our blends, the more color and the more blending you do, the nicer they get, the nicer they look. And I do apologize for my desk here because it's not as stable as my old desk. Can't wait until I actually finally get settled somewhere and get back into the swing of things. Hey Glenda, how you going? Welcome, welcome. Strange time of the afternoon for me to be on, isn't it? I don't normally do an afternoon video, but I was like, you know what? I've been missing my crafty peeps. I want to jump on and do a bit of a video. So I just said to my mum and dad, I'm just going to go upstairs and do a video. See you later. I'll see you in a little while. Then it's my turn to cook dinner. So I'll be down cooking dinner for everyone. All right, so then back over with that light, so saffron again, just to blend those lines in. But as you can see, that gives them such a gorgeous look. So now I'm just going to go through with a little bit of dark granny apple green and add a little bit more highlight into our foliage pieces. And then go back over with our light just to blend them. Just to give that foliage a little bit more depth. You can see there, it just gives it so much more depth, just adding a little bit of a difference in color there. So all I'm doing is sort of like the underside of the leaves, just to give it a little bit of extra color. And then back through, oops, with the light bullet tip end. Now, if you haven't used blends before, my suggestion is just get a couple of colors and just try. So get a nice green. So this is granny apple green. Get a nice green, get some nice coloured, get some flowered stamps, and just generally have a play. And the beauty of our blends is you don't have to be a fantastic person at colouring. The blends do all the hard work for us. All you've got to do is lay the colour down, and they're going to do the hard work for us. Hello, Pat from Alabama. How are you? All right, so we've got that. Okay, so of course I want to grab a card base, and I'm thinking I want to do a Magenta Madness card base because that looks super, super stunning. And I'm thinking I want to do maybe, I have a piece of Daffodil Delight here. You think a piece of Daffodil Delight in behind? What do you think? What do you think? Daffodil Delight, or should it be a Mango Melody layer? Let's vote on this. Mango Melody or Daffodil Delight? What do you think? Type it into the comments what you think. We're going to do Magenta Madness. I'll fold that base first. So magenta, so we're going to do either Daffodil Delight or Mango Melody. Which one? Jean is saying mango. One for mango. Let's see how many votes we can get. One mango. They're looking very lovely. They are looking lovely, aren't they? So what other color do you think? Mango Melody, Mango, Daffodil Delight. Okay, so we've got 3 for Mango, 1 for Daffodil Delight, 2 for Daffodil Delight, and another 2 for Mango. So it looks like Mango Melody it is. And guess what? The Mango Melody is cut right at the right layer. Okay, so let me see if I've got some ribbon that could go with this. I do. Just bear with me while I grab this off here. So I think what I'll use is my polished pink ribbon. And I've just pulled my whole ribbon spool apart to get my polished pink. I'm thinking polished pink ribbon. Look at this. How gorgeous is that? Okay. So I'm going to glue that on. To my Mango Melody layer. Now what I do is to get that really fine border, I just do it 1/8 of an inch smaller. So you can see that you just get a snippet of that color coming in behind, but you can see when you pop it on there, it just gives it a really gorgeous border. And it really makes probably the yellow in that really come out. So of course, when I go to put my ribbon on, I do the cheater's way of the ribbon. We could probably call this a faux bow ribbon. We're just going to add a little bit of ribbon going across under there and cut that. Okay. Now, of course, we need to have some dimensionals, and we'll pop that up on the front. Oh. Oh. My dimensionals got out of control there. I pulled the backings off them. Beautiful bright colors, I know, Gina. I just feel like this set, it's just screaming those beautiful spring colors, isn't it? So we're just going to take the backings off those. Then I'm going to pop that on just like that. Okay, now we have this gorgeous Happy Mother's Day or Easter blessings. I'm going to say Happy Mother's Day, actually. So I'm going to stamp that on, I think, a bit of Daffodil Delight in Magenta Madness. Okay, so we're just going to grab that and Happy Mother's Day. There it is. Ink that up and stamp that down there like that. And I'll just bring in my paper trimmer and trim that off. Like that. And like that. And of course, we're going to do a cute bow. Hey Margaret, how you going? Thanks for joining and sharing. Okay. So we have a gorgeous pink bow. I think that could go there, and then we'll do the Mother's Day popped up. What do you think? Just rolling up my ribbon that fell on the ground everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to, with some Seal Plus, pop some Seal Plus there for my bow to go into, like that. We will pop up our sentiment. One there, and one there. Oh, thanks, Gina, for sharing. Hey, Heather, how you going? Okay, we have that there. And then, of course, I feel like we need some pearls, but I might colour the pearls with my blends. So I'm thinking we might have some Magenta Madness pearls coloured with some blends. Okay. So I'm just going to grab, I've got light Magenta Madness here. I'm going to see what the light comes out as. Oh, light's pretty. Look at that. How gorgeous does that look? How gorgeous do those pearls look? Stunning. Your blends are awesome for being able to colour pearls or your rhinestones to whatever colour you want them to be. So I'm just going to pop some of these gorgeous pearls around. You can see that just sets it off beautifully. And we might even do one down there. How beautiful is that? So now I'm just going to do a quick insert. So I think for the insert, I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of paper again. I'm just going to do the little small flower in our Pear Pizzazz. Ink that up. And I'm just going to stamp that right there like that. We will grab our blends again and do our flower in the gorgeous light So Saffron. And you can see here how quickly I am colouring. So you don't have to think just because you're going to get your blends out that it's going to take you forever to make a card, because it's not like that at all. You honestly can do some quick coloring with these blends and it looks fantastic. Who out there that's watching struggles with your blends? Do you struggle with coloring with them? Do you struggle with the color combinations or getting that blended look to look like you want it? What I find is I tend to stick to whatever Stampin' Up! Have done with their stamps, with the lines, to create where I'm going to do my shading. So I think the hardest part is always trying to work out where that shading needs to be, where Stampin' Up! Actually take that hard decision out of our brains, because we just do it where the lines are. And if there is no line, what you do is you work out, if you can imagine a light shining down on it. So if a light was shining in from this direction here, of course, these side bits are going to be quite light, but the other side bits, the right-hand side bits, are going to be darker. So that's where I just run a little bit of the darker color down through those sides, and that gives that look of shadow and the light coming in from this other side. A little bit up there too. So it really doesn't take much. You don't have to do a lot of shading, but it just creates that not such a, how can I say it, not such a plain straight colored look. It gives more variegation in your coloring. So Margaret says that she bought some just before she moved and now in your new home and you haven't unpacked them yet, so you can't wait to try them. Well, my suggestion is, Margaret, get them unpacked and get into using them, because I'm telling you, you will absolutely thoroughly enjoy using them. So Glenda, you have trouble with color combos? Yeah. I think mainly just watch as much as you possibly can. Binge watch as many people on YouTube as you possibly can. I'll tell you, Emma Goddard is wonderful with mixing colors, with blends. She puts some colors together that you wouldn't even imagine would go together, but she comes up with some really, really gorgeous color combinations. So she is known as the Coastal Crafter, Emma Goddard. She's a brilliant Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the UK. But there you go, a quick, easy, fun card using that gorgeous Daffodil Daydream stamp set. So as I said, I do have 2 kits. I'm thinking 3 kits left for my Stamps Club. Do you want a sneak peek of one of the cards? Do you want a quick sneak peek of one of the cards of Stamps Club? I don't normally show my Stamps Club. I'll just show you a quick sneak peek of one of the cards. Are you ready for it? Quick sneak peek. This is one of the cards out of my Stamps Club. So with Stamps Club, what you do for $50 every month, you get the stamp set that is chosen for the month. You also get a card kit to make 6 cards. So I do 3 designs, and I make 3 designs, and you make 2 of each. So you get the stamp set, you get the card kit, and you get a video tutorial, all for $50, and it gets delivered to your doorstep. You have to be in Australia to be a part of my Stamps Club, so I'm sorry that other countries can't participate, but it is Stampin' Up! Rules. But if you wanted to get club, it's a really, really great way of helping with your creative inspiration, and also collecting some beautiful bundles and stamp sets along the way, as well as getting a card kit and a video tutorial that you can get your stamp set out and start playing with it straight away. So it's a really, really great way of helping you with your creativity. So if you're interested, as I said, I've got 2, maybe 3 kits left if you're interested. Kits all went went out. So anyone that's in my Stamps Club, the kits all got posted out yesterday. Please be patient with the postage system, because at the moment they've paused certain areas due to flooding. They've actually paused certain areas. So I was able to post them and get them into the post office here in Casino because they're actually still operational. But if it's going to a place where it's paused, they will hold on to your postage and won't post it until it's safe to do so. So please be patient this month with them. So each month we actually choose a different stamp set. You get to vote on 3 different stamp sets, and whichever one is the most popular is the one that we go for. The only thing you need to be able to complete Stamps Club is your own inks and tools to get you crafting. So thank you everyone for spending a little bit of time with me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back to normal again next Thursday, hopefully, with my normal regular 9:30 time Thursday morning with a live video for you. So thank you everyone for spending a bit of time with me this afternoon, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.